What's up, bosses? I am JoeMan543. Welcome to JoeCast, episode 5. Still in our early infant stages of trying JoeCast. In fact, so early and infant that I'm all alone tonight. Zach, who normally joins me, has other stuff going on tonight, and so he might join later. But for now, it's just me, and chat. See here right next to me. Chat may be joining as well. We'll see about that. As you join in, say hi. We'll hang out and discuss some news and stuff. Join and we'll see what's going on. As for what is going on, the most recent thing I've come across was yesterday. Hunter Biden is doing stuff again. I know that's vague. So basically what happened is Hunter Biden is sitting in a hearing. It's the House of Representatives. They're doing this hearing thing, and Hunter Biden just gets up and leaves. Like, bro, you don't do that. Anyway, I'll show the video clip in a moment. Welcome, Super Spy Army Guy and DestroyerNet. Hello, greetings. It's been a while since I watched one of your streams. Well, thanks for joining. And Nut Doge, thank you. You're not alone, Joe Man. Thanks. Yeah, so I'm going to show a little video here. You're going to be covered chat a little bit here, but which one is it? There we go. Yeah, just pulling this off of YouTube. Can I? Yeah, whatever. It's cut off. Anyway, I'm gonna show this and just sort of let you see. So keep in mind they're doing this hearing, and here you go.
Chair, recognize Ms. Green from Georgia for 5 minutes.
Thank you,
Just
Mr.
gets up.
Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently you're afraid of my words.
Yeah, they're all freaking out because you just don't do that, There have been many hearings like this. It's kind of a common thing. It's an opportunity for members of Congress to question people, get better insights to stuff, maybe uncover some stuff. I'm going to show that again, though. They're just
Chair, recognize Ms. Green
here, right? Passing the time over to Miss Green over here, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Hunter Biden just gets
Thank
up
you,
and
Mr.
leaves.
Chairman. Excuse.
I don't know if they'll throw any sort of like contempt or something relating to interruptions at him. I don't know about that. What I do know, though, is this is kind of a thing he's been doing for a little while. Like, it's weird, but this is actually not out of the ordinary for him anymore. So let's back up to the whole Hunter Biden saga, right? And welcome to the stream. It's Cam. Joe's growing facial hair and he's getting old. Yeah, I've looked like a high school kid for a long time. I thought it was time to graduate. Bob, welcome. Old man 543. Yeah, seriously. Hunter just said, I'm gonna head out. Yeah, so the saga of Hunter Biden. All right, so let's jump back to when Joe Biden was vice president. All right, 2012 through 2016. So Joe Biden's vice president, which means that he's not allowed to have certain dealings, certain interactions with foreign businesses, foreign governments. Otherwise, we might have some corruption in the head of government. That'd be pretty bad. So he's got these certain restrictions on him. His son, however, does not have those restrictions. So his son is doing foreign business dealings. And it's not like it just suddenly sprung up. I'm sure there's a history behind that, which I don't know. But Joe Biden, vice president, Hunter Biden doing foreign business dealings. We got China, we got Ukraine, we got probably other stuff. But those are the two big ones. So Hunter Biden's doing deals with China. He's on the energy board of Burisma. They did energy in Ukraine, I guess. And anyway, a lot of people have fallen upward. What that means is getting into a high position or a good position out of sheer dumb luck, basically. That has happened to people before. It's odd for sure. But anyway, I'm just going to leave that to the side. Hunter Biden's going about doing this stuff. And then presidential term for Joe Biden comes to an end. Trump is in. Years go by. Joe Biden's running for president again against Trump. Hunter Biden had a laptop. Apparently, it got left in a computer repair shop in Russia. That just happened anyway. And made its way to, I believe, Rudy Giuliani. Anyway, made its way back to America, then FBI probably. Things got uncovered. We learned more about Hunter Biden. Apparently, there's this big guy that's involved with deals, and then there's other stuff. Hunter Biden doing not so good stuff with drugs and other things. Anyway, so then the media tries to suppress this, but you can't stop it. These things start getting out. So then, what does the justice system do? Or I should call it the legal system. Justice doesn't always happen. Legal always happens, though. Anyway, legal system. What are they going to do about this? You know, they've got to do something. Discovering all this, so Hunter Biden gets charged with various things. Not doing his taxes right, not paying what he should be paying. I think there's some gun stuff in there. I think there's a lot more that could be thrown in, but those are the few that I heard about in that. So anyway, he's going to court and getting all that going on. Meanwhile, the House representatives, they want to question Hunter Biden as well. They want to know what's going on with that. So early this month, I think it was January, recently, they call him in, like, hey, Hunter, let's talk. They're going to do a sitting just like this. They're going to try and do something like this. Hunter, let's talk about this. He goes to the Senate building. Wrong building. He goes there, makes a statement outside, and leaves. All right? Yeah, you almost made it there, Hunter. Right city, wrong building. And then, anyway, so then after that, then there's this thing, and he's not the one being questioned, but it does pertain to him. Anyway, he got in the building, he sat down, he was in the right room, and then he got up and left in the middle of it. You're getting closer, Hunter. Maybe next time. All right, maybe next time they'll get him sat down. He'll be being questioned. And then he needs to give an answer. What does he do? An answer? He gets up and leaves. Maybe, I don't know. Thank you for the $2 donation, Bob. F in cha for my wallet. The third iteration, yes. F in cha. You made a typo on your super chat. You can't change that, Bob. Yeah, so that's the saga of Hunter Biden so far. You know, things are kind of tightening down on him. You know, you do bad things, they get out. There's gonna be something happening with that. Anyway, things are obviously still evolving with that. He hasn't been like convicted of anything, as far as I'm aware. But I wonder what the long game is for this, right? So obviously Hunter Biden is Joe Biden's son. Joe Biden and a lot of people that are in favor of him would rather not that Hunter Biden looks bad or Hunter Biden gets convicted of anything, because that might make Joe Biden look bad, as if Joe Biden could look any worse. But yeah, make him look even worse. So yeah, they want to try and keep Hunter Biden out of this. But there's only so much they can do. You know, if they exert their authority too much, that'll show things. If they do nothing, Hunter Biden will probably be convicted quickly, which will also look bad. So it's kind of like, which side do they play? So yeah. Anyway, that said, going forward, what are we even looking at with this whole Hunter Biden thing? Maybe they'll get him to stay longer next time. Maybe they'll get him to actually talk. They're taking baby steps with this. I don't know. I think it's just kind of silly, just how it's going. But yeah, he's got stuff to answer for. Thank you for the additional $2, Bob. F in chat for my wallet. 2 squared Electric Boogaloo squared. Or just F in chat for my wallet too, Electric Boogaloo. Why squared? What's up with that? Are we doing math? Turning into a math stream? Yeah. Anyway, so from the Joe Biden side of things, obviously it's in his interest to try and look as good as he can until about a week into November this year. Once the general election's out of the way, I don't know, maybe he'll pardon Hunter, maybe it doesn't matter. If he's able to look good enough and somehow win in November, I don't know how he'll pull that one out. But if he's able to make things work out that way and hide this and everything until a week into November, once the election's done, then maybe maybe there's a chance. But here's the thing: we're in January, just past a week into January, so 10 months. No, 11 months. Yeah, he's got to hide this for or somehow not make it look worse for the next 11 months. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 10 months. Okay. Math is hard, apparently. 10 months is how long they've got to deal with this, or just send him away, and then by the time the election comes, it'll be so far in the past, no one will talk about it. I don't know. There were. I won't say it's funny, but in a way, it kind of is. Remember the whole Afghanistan thing with Joe Biden? Pulled out of Afghanistan just as quick as they could, left everything behind. Terrible decision. Billions of dollars in military equipment. Oh, they won't figure out how to drive that stuff. A week later, they're flying helicopters. Anyway, with that, reporters like, yeah, you pulled out and it was a huge disaster. And Joe Biden's like, that was a week ago. Okay. So, like, why does time matter? A week's not even that much. But, yeah, you pulled out of Afghanistan is this horrible mess. It was a week ago. As if that somehow makes it better. Like, have you done something bigger than that in the last week? Is that why we shouldn't pay attention to it? I don't know. But yeah, time, 10 months, man. I think that Hunter will be charged with something. He's been to court a few times for his for some crimes that he's been charged with. Charged means the crimes have been thrown at him. Convicted means they've stuck. Now go to jail or pay a fine or something. Yeah, he's been charged with crimes. Anyway, so Joe Biden either keeps under wraps or, I mean, it's out there. He hasn't been convicted, so like, nail's not in the coffin yet. Again, as if Joe Biden has any face to save, as if he couldn't look any worse anyway. Like, I want to have an open mind on a lot of things, and I try to think, like, what is an actually good thing Joe Biden has done in his presidency, and I really struggle to think. Again, I want to have an open mind. What's a good thing he's done? I can think of one thing. It's not like directly good, but Joe Biden has done such a poor job in his presidency that he's united the nation against him. People that voted against Trump in the last election are now, they don't really like Trump anymore, but Biden has done so poorly they are intending to vote against Biden, therefore voting for Trump. So it's making Trump look like he's going to have better chances. Now, how will the election go? I don't know. I think Trump stands a really good chance because everyone that voted for him before, I foresee them voting for him again. But then the people that voted for Biden, are they going to vote for him again? I think a lot are going to jump ship over to Trump. Again, I don't foresee Trump losing any of his base. I only see Biden losing some of his base. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Yeah. Now, what's Hunter Biden even gonna do? Like, I think he's pretty much powerless in this situation. Well, he's not powerless because apparently he could just get up and walk out. So, oh yeah. Let's see. Sorry, Bob. I was on a little rant there. Left you in the dust here. You fixed your super chat, nice, because that's the fourth $2 donation I've given you. 2 squared is 4. There we go. Do I dare give my last $3? Hold on. So you had $7 at the beginning of the stream, and now you're down to 3. Can we take all of Bob's money? Yeah. Thank you so much for the donations. What else is either coming up or has happened recently? Let's see. It's a new year, right? 2024. I think we have primaries coming up. That's where, you know, you have your different political parties. 2 big ones are Republican Party, Democrat Party. And those parties need to know who's the one guy or girl that they're going to support. Who is the one? So early in the year, usually January or so, depends on each state. In each state, they hold primaries for who will be the one, who will be the front runner for their party. Now, the Democrats aren't holding those. The Republicans are. And in the Republican side of things, Trump isn't bothering to do any of the debates because he knows he's got a big base behind him. Vivek Ramaswamy is trying to, come up and do good things there. And Ron DeSantis is also trying for it. I'm not even going to mention anyone else. I think those are the only ones that even stand a little bit of a chance. And Bob, another $2 donation. Thank you. F it, we ball. I can't send 3. You can't send 3? Can you send 1? I'll send 2 and then 1. I'm ahead of you, Bob. All right. But yeah, so I think on the Republican side of things, it's going to come down to Trump, Ron DeSantis, and Vivek Ramaswamy. I like Vivek Ramaswamy a lot. He's a great speaker. I think he diffuses tension, and he's just good at speaking in general, good at handling a crowd. He has some very extreme ideas, which I think a lot of people would actually get behind. For example, getting rid of the FBI. Like, just gone. Right? Yeah. Have you talked about the Yemen thing? I don't know the Yemen thing. Might have to find out about that. Thank you so much for that last $1, Bob. We have successfully taken all of Bob's money tonight. Oh, man. Yeah. I like Vivek. I think he is the only one that stands a chance against Trump on the Republican side of things. I think Ron DeSantis has fought against Trump too much. And so that is going to make him lose Trump's base. And yeah, I don't think Ron really stands any chance. Vivek, however, he's been very, very smart, and he has intentionally not attacked Trump, not made fun of his base or anything like that. And so he could still have a lot of those people on his side. However, I think Vivek is actually playing the long game here. I think he's going for 2028, but he doesn't want to come in as an outsider at 2028. I think that's what he's going for here, but only time will tell what'll actually happen. Now, on the Democrat side of things, they're not holding primaries, which means they intend to just run Biden again. They're not going to have any sort of vote on who should be the Democrat frontrunner. But if there's a few options. If for some reason Biden can't run come November, then I guess it's just every Democrat on the ballot. That there's no front runner for the party because they couldn't do a vote. So that's out the window if Biden can't run. If he does run, do you really think he's going to win? I mean, I don't want to get into any talking about election meddling, but I think there would have to be a lot of funny business for Biden to win. Trump's just got too much behind him. Now, a lot of people will look at polls and say, Biden and Trump, they're neck and neck, man. Biden could pull it out easy, pull ahead. Here's the thing. You look at rallies, you look at public appearances, look at basically any time people are around them. Trump has stadiums full of people shouting for him, chanting for him. Biden you can't even fill a room. Like, no one is glad to see Biden. I don't know. It's such a stark contrast. So many people are for Trump. So many people don't care about Biden. Anyway, maybe that's just how those voter bases are. Some just don't like to go out to events, and some do. But it's just, I just don't see a way. I don't. All right, Gaelic Charo. U.S. and UK ships have indicated airstrikes in Yemen. Indicated. As of yet, I gotten reports of 6 different strikes on Yemen. I feel empty now. Oh, wait, that's my wallet. Yeah. I don't know enough about Yemen. I know it's Middle East. Here, I'm going to pull up Google Maps here. You know, I pull this up again. All right, so Yemen here is down under Saudi Arabia. Bottom of the Arabian Peninsula here. Yeah. Now, I don't keep up on the Middle East. There's just always stuff going on there. It's hard to keep up with. I know Israel's got stuff going on, but now Yemen is in a very interesting position because they have access. They have a side of this strait right here. What's the name of this strait here? Bab al Mandab. I don't know, man. Strait. Yeah. Which, you know, this strait, access to a lot of things here. So I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, maybe someone wants some control or something here. Tiny hog for president 2024. You're talking about a hoglet? I'd vote for a hoglet. Well, I don't know. A hoglet, I mean, on its own is just a paperweight, right? You need something in control. The hoglet's not the one controlling. Anyway, so there's Yemen. How's the Israel thing going? I mean, they kind of have war every once in a while anyway. You have the Gaza Strip over here. And then you have the West Bank over here. It's in dotted lines because no one's really sure who controls what. But yeah. That, as far as I know, that war is still going there. Every few years it lights up again. But basically, like, you know, here's Jerusalem. The Jews want their space, you know? But then there's, you know, people that are already here or move in and then they don't want to move. And they're like, no, this is my space. And so, you know, whose space is it? You know, what's the name of the group? The terrorist group. I can't remember. Details are foggy. But basically, these guys using terrorist tactics, and Israel, you know, there's some unethical tactics there, but it's still not as bad. I'm generally on the side of Israel for 2 reasons. One, historically, that is the land for the Jews. I sympathize with that. And 2, they're fighting an unfair fight because they're fighting against terrorist tactics. You know, that's a hard one to work with. Anyway, I don't know enough about that to really talk more about that. I think that war's still going. Whoever's driving Biden can drive Hoglet. Yeah, that's the other thing. Is Biden even in control? What's he doing? All right. Yeah, let me put that away for a moment and see if I can find more about Yemen. Yemen news. What's going on? All right, let's see. Is there a different source I can grab that's not CNN? You know what? Let's do CNN. If we're gonna go into that, let's just go all the way in, right? All right, let me bring this back up here. So, U.S. and UK carry out strikes against Iran-backed Houthis. I don't know if I say that right. Houthis in Yemen. Who are these people up here? All these people write this? A lot of people to write an article. All right, Eastern UK military launched strikes against multiple targets. Biden administration warned that Iran-backed militant groups would bear the consequences. See, there's those soft words, bear the consequences. You know, if it was Trump, it'd be like, we will nuke you, or something like that. Trump's very direct, usually. Anyway, commercial shipping in the Red Sea. Okay, yeah. Remember we looked at the map? Oh, this ad just popped up as I was leaving that page. Remember we talked about the strait here? Yeah, if they're attacking commercial ships, I understand why the response. I understand that. Sorry if this is like really small to see. Here, maybe I can like, maybe I can fill this square here. Perfect. CNN is now my co-host. Couldn't ask for whatever. Let's see. It's UK and support from Australia, Bahrain. I don't even know where that is. Netherlands. What's the Netherlands doing? Never hear about them doing anything. Yeah. Targets in Yemen. Rebels endanger the freedom of navigation, the world's most vital waterways. All right. Well, that makes sense. There's a lot more here. But yeah, I mean, if that's true, and if they are attacking ships going through the strait, you know, we don't want that going on, so I understand that. Maybe there's another side to the story, but yeah, don't be attacking commercial ships, man. Hamas. Yes, back when I was talking about Israel up here. Yeah, if Hamas is the military for, you know, this area, and they're doing terrorist tactics to, you know, try and take over the rest of Israel, no, man. You know, Israel has done some bad things too, but not that bad. So that I sympathize with Israel. Also, I don't want to pin in the ocean. Also, like, you know, how do I say this right? The ideals that the people here have are a lot less kind to different groups than Israel. Anyway, I think I would rather be friends with Israel than those. Let's see, I'm missing a little bit in chat here. Their wars are extremely violent, especially because their backs are against the wall. Oh, yeah, there's nowhere for them to go, so I totally understand that, too. We need Mr. Arbiter as the president. Were it so easy. There are the Gaza ones. Hezbollah, much larger actual terrorist army in Lebanon. Okay. So, yeah, that makes sense. But I understand the other problem of, you know, if you already have people here, right, you got to kick them out, or you got to find a way to live in harmony. And they've been struggling to accomplish either of those. You know, do they have the military force to kick them out? Can they deal with the repercussions and how that would look on them if they kick them out? Or if they have just such different ideals and they can't learn to live together, then I don't know. It's just a difficult thing. Either way you slice it. Everyone wants to call for world peace, but, you know, if you call for world peace, you know, this side says they own here, this side says they own here. Which one gets it, right? World peace is a nice idea, but it is too complicated. If you get into a position like this is mine, this is mine. Someone's right and someone's wrong. Or you have to make some sort of concessions, some sort of middle ground with that. Those are the only three ways that things can get resolved. Middle ground or somebody wins. All right. Let's see. Joe Man, congratulations. You've bankrupted me twice. You need more money in your bank, buddy, so you can give it to me. No, thank you for the donation, Bob. If you want a broad overview, check with the analyst S2 Underground. I'll have to do that later, I think. Just apostrophe S. That didn't open, and the rockets themselves were full of water rather than fuel. What? Okay. My dog Zephos says hi. Or Zephos? I hope I'm saying your dog's name correctly. Hi, dog. Yeah. War is inevitable. War is inevitable for a few reasons. Pride and jealousy. Jealousy in that people always want more stuff, which to a certain extent is okay. Like, let's say you have unclaimed land, your family is expanding, you need to grow more food for your family. I understand if you expand your farms and, you need to grow more food for your family. That much makes sense. But let's say there's another family with a farm and your lands are right next to each other. And then you start taking some of their land to grow food for your family. You are now taking away from that family, and now it is in their interest to reclaim the land, and now you've got to fight. That's where it goes too far. There's alternatives. Maybe you don't expand towards each other, just claim different land. Maybe you grow different crops. Maybe you do things more efficiently. Maybe you work together and grow different crops and trade. There's different ways to handle that. As far as pride goes, back to the whole farm idea. If, family A is expanding, family B doesn't like that. Family A, hey, my family's getting bigger. I got to do it. Think about me, right? Yeah, I do agree war is inevitable because humans have those traits in them. There are certainly ways to handle those things, but as long as pride and jealousy exist, it will be at best difficult to handle them. Yep. Conflict Observer and Atlas News both have an Instagram, are good ones too. Accidentally pressed enter while typing that first comment. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. If you press enter, that means there should be something above it, but I don't see anything above it. Whatever. Something about rockets, water. Oh, are you talking about the rockets they launched in this area? Are you saying they had water in them instead of fuel? Huh. Any of the deadly sins has the potential to create conflict. Agreed. I agree wholeheartedly with that. Any of them taken too far will cause conflict. But I think any of them in a small amount is fine and compatible with peaceful human nature. A little bit of pride, just enough to believe in yourself, give some confidence. I think that's perfectly fine. A little bit of greed, again, enough to drive you to get ahead in life. I think that's fine. Going too far and you're not sharing with anybody and you just taking everything for yourself, obviously, that's a problem. I can't name all the 7 deadly sins off the top of my head, but yeah, any of them taken too far is a problem. Any of them taken a little bit, I think, is fine and compatible with peaceful human nature. Even lust. I mean, a mild amount of lust. Let's say you find, let's say you're a man, you find a woman, you date her, marry her. It's a nice marriage. That would be just a little bit, and I think that's fine. Oh, we're kind of jumping around tonight, but Chat is my co-host tonight. That said, let's put the map away so we can actually see Chat at the moment. There was a story last week that China president was mad and fired generals because they had a bunch of rockets filled with water instead of fuel. Is that what you're talking about, Destroyer? That's hilarious. If I would fire them too. Because if you're going to have military assets like rockets or anything else, they need to be ready to go, man. Why would you fill them with water anyway? Why not just air? Like, is it something to do with corrosion or... I can't imagine. I can understand maybe having rockets not fueled because they still look like a rocket. It's intimidating. But to go to the trouble of putting water in there... I mean, if you want to launch that rocket, even if you have the fuel, you gotta drain the water and put fuel back in. I don't get that. North Korea loaded water instead of fuel in some Russians' missiles. NK, North Korea? Okay. Well, whoever's loading water in missiles, that's hilarious and completely non-functional. I'd call it a water rocket, you know? Remember, I don't know if you guys ever did this in middle school or high school in science class. You take 2-liter bottles, you put some water in it, maybe a third full or so, and then you'd put it on this thing, like a tube that went in the bottle. You'd pump it up with air, and pressurize, and you had a little claw to hold it. You release it, and because the water was in the bottom, the water had to get pushed out, but the air's up here, so the air pushes the water, and basically, your 2-liter bottle, flies far away. You can do some aerodynamics on it and whatever. That's probably the mildest form of rocketry you could possibly get into. But that's what I think of for water rockets or bottle rockets. Same thing, Yeah. That's just hilarious. Anyway, Joe, may you nerd out on us with something you are extremely passionate about. I'm extremely passionate about rocket science, and apparently I just nerded out even before I read your comment. Feeling cute. Might fill my canteen with rocket fuel later. I mean, if you think about it, right? Rocket fuel, gasoline, those sorts of things are kind of variations of alcohol, right? Like, people that know more about that stuff can say more. But like moonshine, for example, known for being flammable and drinkable, albeit very strong. Could you fill a rocket with moonshine? Oh man, Alabama has declared war. Their rockets are full of moonshine. I can only imagine. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, but if you put rocket fuel in a canteen, I mean, maybe you could get drunk off that. I don't know. I'm sure someone's tried it. I am 100% sure someone has tried it. Got some nice zest to that canteen. Oh man, yeah. What's happening over here in like North Korea, China area? Let's see. Let's show the map here. Can we go like an actual view here? See like what the actual land looks like. Yeah. So everyone knows about North Korea. They're kind of a problem. They're a Chihuahua that wants to be a Labrador or even a bigger dog. Malamute? That's a pretty big dog. Anyway, North Korea is trying to be a big player, but they're just so small, so that makes it hard for them. Some people have made a meme about North Korea and South Korea, and it's like, what is it? What if we take the same people and draw a line, and on one side let's try communism, on the other side let's try capitalism or democracy, whatever. It's basically North Korea, South Korea. Anyway, yeah. So North Korea, last I heard, they have about the 4th largest army in the world, but that's because like everyone serves in the army. It's not really a choice for anybody, and they have a lot of struggles. Let's just say that. Leaving North Korea is incredibly impossible. How should I say? I believe the borders of North Korea are the strongest borders in the whole world from a civilian point of view. You want to cross that border? Oh, it's so hard to cross that border. U.S. southern border is pretty easy to get through. Anyway, so yeah. Now, there is some hope for North Korea, maybe. Back when Trump was president, he did perhaps the greatest act of diplomacy and trying to calm things down ever done. And maybe North Korea was trying to take advantage of America, I don't know. But Trump still did it. He walked into North Korea across this border. I don't know exactly where on the border it was, but He met with Kim Jong-un on the south side. They shook hands and then crossed the border, just, maybe 30 feet or so. And then Trump says, Kim Jong-un, hey, you want to cross back over? Okay. Cross back over. Anyway, it just is a big act of diplomacy, just a big step, because no one goes in North Korea, no one leaves North Korea. But a U.S. president doing that with the blessing of Kim Jong-un, obviously, shaking hands with him, there's no doubt that it was intentional. I think that was a good first step that could have gone somewhere. But Trump's out. North Korea has lost that contact, and so I wouldn't be surprised if they're feeling a little threatened again. Again, they're a little dog trying to be a big dog because they don't want to get stomped. I kind of understand their point of view. I disagree with a lot that they do, but that is that situation. All right. Been doing a lot of little rants tonight. Yeah. All right, what's going on in chat here? Haha, was geopolitics the topic tonight? I joined late. The topic is I don't have a guest. Chat is my guest. And so I'm kind of bouncing off of chat, just whatever they're talking about. That's just what's going on tonight. And so far it's working pretty well. I mean, we're 41 minutes and been talking pretty well. Earlier we talked about Hunter Biden and the election coming up. That was interesting. I have not been tracking the North Korea that closely. I do occasionally research China, though. All I know is the North Korean military parades look like a bunch of malnourished guys. There's one video. I can't play it because of the music, but I highly encourage that you look it up. It's North Korea's army marching, showing off all that they have. And it's put with the Bee Gees' Staying Alive. It's hilarious. And the even funnier thing is, last I checked, the top comment on that video was, this is why they hate us. I really suggest everyone go take a look at that. It's hilarious. That's why they hate us. I mainly track UCOM. I don't know what that is. And CENTCOM. Trump with UN was awesome for peace. Trump did a ton of stuff for peace. He was firm. I get it. You can't be soft when you want to get stuff done, otherwise no one's going to take you seriously. Again, it's that little bit of pride that I talked about a few minutes ago. A little bit is good. Get stuff done. Push yourself ahead a little bit. A lot can be bad. But yeah, Trump, he's just trying to get people to pay their fair share, quiet things down. Didn't start any new wars. Didn't have any military catastrophes, as far as I'm aware, during his presidency. He was great for peace and diplomacy. And also, like I just talked about a minute ago, the whole North Korea thing, he was doing great. He also had a philosophy of have a very big, capable army, and everyone knows it, so no one would dare go up against it. Peace through strength was his idea, and I think that's a fantastic idea, because if your army is small enough, then maybe just throw some countries out, maybe China and Russia. They're like, oh, we could take on that military, but if the military is too big and powerful, no, I'm not even going to try that. So I like that idea, peace through strength. Yeah. Would you eat 10 pounds of chicken or steak? I'd probably go steak. No, hold on. 10 pounds cooked or uncooked? Usually meat is weighed before it's cooked, but the answer does matter a little bit if that is weighed before or after it's cooked. Anyway, well, Zach is here, so I am going to try and get him involved here. Let's try this out. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Where is it? He was just on this list. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. All right, let's see if we can bring Zach in here. Give a call to Zach here. All right, chat, you're going to have to go away. Thanks for being my guest. Yeah. Well, once Zach can join. Well, this is awkward. Chat, you might be sticking around. 10 pounds of cooked chicken or steak? I think I'd go for chicken because I think my body will handle it better. Well, that's awkward. Apparently he's... Oh, I called his wrong account. Okay. Let's try this again. Come on, Zach. Hi there.
What's up, dude?
Why are you on your phone?
Well, because I didn't know which profile you were calling, so I switched profiles.
We always use the other profile.
Yeah, do you want to do it here?
Okay, which profile should I use? The Zach profile or the Tank profile?
The Zach one.
Okay, I'm going to hang up and call you back.
Okay.
Bye. Oh man, this is kind of awkward.
All right.
Is this the right profile?
It is the right profile. I'm
All right.
switching cameras here.
Once you get your camera set up, then chat's going to go away and you can be my guest.
All right, cool. And
Is
then
that-
I'm going
is
to
that the right camera?
apologize.
Can you tilt your camera down? You're near the bottom. There you go.
How's
And
that?
tilt it towards your light a little bit. You're on the side.
Towards the light?
Yeah. More. There you go. You're good. Welcome to JoeCast, Zach.
Howdy, Jordan. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, good. Hey, we got $7
so I want
in
to
donations from
apologize
Bob earlier. Just want to let you know.
From what?
$7 donation from Bob.
Oh, dude. Hey, thanks, Bob. Dude.
No,
what a
you sang it
freaking
wrong. It's not Bob. It's
Oh,
not.
Bob.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh, like ba 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 ba.
Yeah,
And that guy's
exactly.
like, dude, this song's about me.
Yeah.
My name's in it right there.
So just to catch you up, we've been talking about just a lot of geopolitics in general, but we did start with talking about Hunter Biden just sort of walking out of the hearing he was at. Previously, he didn't even make it to the building, so this is progress. He made it in.
Oh, okay. Denial of authority inside of the actual building. There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, previously he was called to come talk to them. He went to the Senate building instead of the House of Representatives. So wrong building, and then he didn't even go in. But this time he made it in. He sat down. He listened for a bit, and then he got up and left.
He said, man, I haven't done crack in a fat minute. And when I say fat minute, I mean 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering how this progression's gonna go. Maybe like he'll come back. They'll try it again, right? Sit him down. Maybe he'll answer a question and then maybe he'll leave. Baby steps.
Yeah. And then by the time we get to like 2283 or whatever, he'll break down like Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah. No,
and
like
then the meme.
it'll be like November 9th, and then they finally get the full sit down with him.
Yeah, right.
Finally, too late.
Yeah, gosh, Biden gets his second one, and he's like, cool, I admit to everything.
Yeah.
Just freaking, oh my God. I heard a joke the other day. It was someone said, it was Shane Gillis. He said every time Joe Biden finishes like talking about a subject, he'll just turn into a Roomba.
Yeah, I
So
heard
he'll be
that
like,
too.
America is number one.
Yeah, and just like a Roomba, it doesn't know where it's going.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think my Roomba does know where it's going. It
You're
has a
saying your
little camera
Roomba
on
has
top.
better coordination than Joe Biden?
Technically, yes. Although a Roomba is about as qualified to go up the stairs. I will admit Biden does have him defeated in stair descent technology, though, because he hasn't fallen down the stairs.
How long has that joke been in your back pocket?
12 seconds.
That was a good one.
Yeah, just thought of it right now.
Oh, man.
Hey, Nut Dog, what's up, Nut Dog? Philip Churchill, hi, homie, bye, homie, and I'm back, homie. All right, now that we have people here, I want to tell everybody that I'm sorry. I bailed on Jordan, and that's why he's so sad right now. He's sad, but there are sadder people in the world, so check yourself. Because I did have to go to a funeral with a friend to be his emotional support. Kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't know until a day or two ago, and I work Tuesday through Saturday, so to me it's Wednesday. So it's all mixed up here. It's totally my fault. And I'm sorry. Roast me in the comments. Tell me about my patchy beard and my bad chin. It's under here. Roast me in the comments. I deserve it.
You know, at this rate, maybe by JoeCast 20, I'll have that much hair on my chin. It takes me a long time to grow anything.
I think at this point you should call it your chinny chin.
Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin.
Yeah. I won't grow a beard, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin.
The irony.
It's okay. I did just trim this after No Shave November, so this is 2 months and then it just a trim.
All right. Hey, Zach, I have a question for you.
Question.
Would you rather eat 10 pounds of cooked chicken or cooked steak?
I saw that, and I've actually got... The thing is that if it's chicken, you're going to end up with like 9.5 pounds of actual meat.
No, cooked. 10 pounds cooked.
Oh, it's 10 pounds
like
cooked?
It's weighed cooked. I asked this because of the losses it would have. But yeah, 10 pounds after cooking.
I did watch that part. Okay. Because I was going to say like absolutely destroyed burnt bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to end up with like 2 pounds.
Yeah, you start with 10 pounds of raw bacon and it cooks down to like 1 or 2 pounds.
And then I'll put it in my brother's diesel truck and he can drive to work on the bacon grease.
Might clog the injectors a little.
I mean, it was going to clog someone's injectors.
Yeah.
It's going to, for me, honestly, any meat, huh?
The only options given were chicken or steak. I assume beef steak.
Oh. All right. Well,
I would go for chicken because I'm pretty sure 10 pounds of beef steak would clog me as much as bacon grease would clog my truck's injectors.
Yeah.
But chicken would go through better.
Chicken is way easier to digest.
Yeah. I would probably enjoy the steak more than chicken for the first 1 or 2 pounds of it. But I think overall, a chicken would be the better choice for me.
Oh, gosh. I love steak, man. I had one heck of a ribeye the other day. Did you see? I said, so,
you sent me your video.
I sent Jordan, well, it was in our family group chat, but I sent him this video of me just like with the steak, just going like this, like just straight. You can just see the juices between the fibers. And then I'm just like,
oh my gosh.
And it was very ASMR.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like, you imagine, I don't know, bubble gum, right? After you've chewed it a bit and it's kind of malleable, that's what he was doing with a steak. Just pull apart, just...
Oh, so good. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. I'm gonna show them. I'm going to show them. Nut Dog wants to see it. Let's see.
All right.
Frig heck, dude. I said, Ashley, take a video of me. Gosh, it's somewhere. It'll be, I don't know. I want to say it's fast, but yeah, there it is. There we go. All right.
I've noticed I do a lot of stuff with my hands. I'm trying to tone it down, but I'm a visual speaker, apparently.
You're a visual speaker?
Not sign language, though. That's too visual.
You're Jordan Biden. Come on, Jack. All right, yeah, there we go.
My YouTube name is Joe Man. I don't want to be Joe Biden.
Look at that. Oh. If you don't have a brother, that's what having a brother is like.
Yeah. All right. Favorite sauce to go on the meat? I think General Barbecue sauce is a safe bet for both for me.
I'm gonna sound like probably Matt Walsh here. If your steak needs sauce, you didn't cook it right.
That's fair. I usually don't have sauce on my steak. Also because I don't want to buy it. But
Watch out, Gaelic Charo. You're gonna catch these hands.
don't suppress the hands.
Don't suppress the
Yeah.
hands.
All right, Zach.
The second-hand amendment.
Yeah. So we have 5 minutes before we got to close out. So that's not much to discuss anything, but I want to set up for next week if possible.
Okay.
What do we disagree on? Because we agree on a lot of stuff. But what do we disagree on?
I'll be honest. I don't think Jordan's very good at disagreeing with me.
I am a very polite person usually.
Passive. He won't tell me that he's mad, but he'll get mad. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I would say, gosh. Okay. So hot topics: abortion, obviously.
What do we disagree on with that though?
Politics. I don't know if we can have a 1-hour debate on the difference between like banning all abortion, which I assume is your perspective, and allowing abortion in the case of rape and incest, because for me it's consent to sex is consent to the repercussions.
Yeah, I'm not sure on my opinion on that, but we're like 95% aligned on our opinion on that. I'm trying to think, what are we like totally at odds with? What are we not even a little bit close on?
Not even, dude, we're brothers.
I know that's what makes it hard. But I'm trying to not have an
dude.
echo chamber. Like, what can we argue about? What are we so at odds? I know with cars.
Old cars or new cars for sure.
Yeah, I'm generally on the side of new cars, and you like old cars. We're not going to discuss that, but that is one thing that we're fairly
I was going to
separate
say,
on.
yeah, right now is not the right time for that because your Subaru just got a head gasket. So
200,000 miles. And
I just boosted my 160,000 mile Lincoln. So.
Give it 40,000 and we'll see where it's at.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do we disagree on, Joe? How about I mean, we could disagree on like content wise. By the way, your camera looks really good.
Thanks. I fixed the colors a little bit.
More contrast. Yeah, I told everybody. I told them to do that.
Yeah. I finally found the setting. It was buried a little bit. Okay, Israel or Palestine?
Oh, I don't care.
Okay.
Ain't got nothing to do with me. My tax dollars are going there, and that's where that's the extent of me getting annoyed about it.
Do you care about Ukraine?
I mean, I don't think that they should be invaded. Let laying dogs lie. So, I mean, I guess we can talk about Ukraine. I'm not an expert on it, but, gosh, I was going to say, I had something and then I forgot. Gosh, what was it?
Colonialism.
What about colonialism? Oh, Dad says monopoly.
We disagree on that for sure. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, Dad.
Hey, welcome. This is a VIP. He's the biological sponsor of the stream.
Very important, Paul.
Yeah, he's 50% of it. 23 out of 46. How about yeah, we don't really disagree on anything, Joe.
Yeah, and that makes it hard. It's good to agree on a lot of things, but I don't want to have an echo chamber where it's just the same from both sides.
I mean, if you have some sort of like subject we could debate, that's like, I can take the philosophical stance because everything for me has to be philosophical or anthropologically like friendly, which is why I'm probably like 10 times the liberal you are, even though I'm like pretty conservative, you know.
Liberal is an ideology, though, and conservative, I guess that's also an ideology.
Yeah. Well, everything's an ideology.
Well, left and right and a Republican and Democrat are
left and right are a spectrum, which is an ideology.
You go far enough left or right, you just wind up in the middle again. If you think about it.
No, the Earth is flat. Anyways. Um,
Colonizing Mars.
colonizing. Well, I'm totally in support of that.
Oh, should we be putting our money towards space or domestic stuff?
Domestic.
Ah, we disagree on something.
All right, cool, yeah. So let's write that down so we don't
Yeah.
forget it.
So old and new cars, domestic versus space. There's two.
How about if we should go farther towards communism or farther towards capitalism, because we live in a spectrum where both are present.
Uh-huh. So
I
which
did just
direction
write a
should we
10
go?
page- Oh, right, all the way over to capitalism.
Well, I'm in agreement.
No, you're not.
I think
You
we
wanna get
give
rid of
out way too
welfare?
much.
Entirely?
No,
you go.
actually. I think a little bit's good.
Okay. Well, we can probably find some
Yeah, okay.
uncommon ground there.
All right. Well, I think we've got 3 things we can talk about
Cool.
for next time on JoeCast.
Cool. Oh, sorry. Man, that would have been a really good spot for us to have like a prepared like skit or something.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, it has been an hour, and Zach joined in at the end.
I'm in my echo chamber.
Yeah. Well, hopefully next time we can disagree on some stuff, and
I'll see if
Yeah.
I can find some libs or something that we can pull on. That one lady,
Mm-hmm.
she said she might be able to go on again, but she doesn't
Mhm.
really like the live thing. So,
yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining at the end, Zach. Thanks for joining for the rest of this chat. And I think we're going to close out JoeCast. I also have my video game live streams on Friday nights, starting at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So that's tomorrow night, 7 p.m. And join me for that. I think we'll have some fun. Anything you want to plug, Zach?
yeah, go to my YouTube channel. It's Zachary Petty on YouTube, and subscribe. I do mostly house stuff, but I'm probably gonna do some more of like this debate style stuff on my own channel because I'm a lot spicier than Jordan is. So,
I'm basically ketchup.
oh yeah, I am freaking
Habanero.
Oh gosh, dude, there's a habanero Tabasco. Oh, I want to try it so bad. Anyways, all right, yeah, that's it.
All right.
Love you all, and hi, Gas Mask William. You can watch the whole thing. It's still on here, but sorry.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining. We're going to close out. Bye-bye.
See you, everybody.